Hi everyone, welcome to another session of tech discussion with Summa. Okay, so in our last session we discussed about automation anywhere commands, some of the commands. Okay, and it was part 1, and now we will discuss about rest of the commands of automation anywhere. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you to go through it. Okay, let's start today's session. So in our last session we discussed about clipboard command, comment, database command, delay, email automation, all those things we have discussed, and today we'll start with if else command. So if else command you might have known from C#, Java. If you have a programming language, if you have programming language knowledge, you know like what is if. Suppose if like you have to give some condition, suppose x equals to 1, you have to give some action, set of action. If x equals to 1, if x is not equals to 1, you can mention else, and you have to give some set of action. Okay, so this is how if else condition, and same you can implement in your automation anywhere. Okay, it's not like x equals to 1. You can use this if condition in lot of way, like if this image is available, if this Excel is available, if the Excel row data is available. So I mean whatever the conditions you can imagine, most of the things you can use in automation anywhere. Okay, so using this if else condition, and this is a very important command which everyone use in their code. Okay, in some session we will discuss how we can use the if else condition. Okay, and then we'll move to another one, image recognition command. Suppose image recognition command is like, use this command to search for an image with a source image. Okay, suppose if you have a source image and you have to search that image in your application, it may be web application, it may be Windows application. Okay, so based on your requirement you can use this command, you can search the image. Okay, this logic also you can implement in your code. Okay, and then we'll go to another one, that is internet connection command. Suppose in your requirement, you have to connect to the internet first, and then you have to proceed for another process. That option also you can use in automation anywhere, like they have mentioned, use this command to automatically connect to the internet using dial-up connection. Okay, so you can connect to the internet through automation anywhere. Okay, and then insert keystroke command. You have a keyboard. Okay, you have a keyboard. So in keyboards, suppose some processes like you have to type something. Okay, you have to type something, or you have to like how you have used a shortcut like Control C, Control V, okay, and Shift Control. So whatever the work you are doing in your keyboard, same you can use in your keystroke. Okay, you can use this command for using your keywords. So use this command to automate the typing of keystrokes in English, German, French, Italian. So multiple language options are also available in your automation anywhere. Okay, and then we'll go to launch website command. Okay, use this command to launch a website. So it's not specifically to some browser. Okay, you can use a browser also. Which browser you want to open the website, you may choose Chrome, you may choose Edge or Internet Explorer. You can use anything. Okay, you can choose anything, and you from this command, this is a you can use your requirement for opening a website or choosing your browser. Okay, and then next is log to file command. So use this command to create a log file with the data about events that occur while taskbar or logic runs. Okay, so logging, why we use we use, like suppose a process is running, we just want to know like what are the steps executed, because basically everyone uses the log to know whether all the steps which we have defined in our code are executed or not. Okay, so for that only this direct command we have, log to file. You can create a log file and you can track whatever the steps executed in your task bot. Okay, then we will move to another one, that is loop command. Loop command also you might have known, like how we are using if else. So loop also like loop, we can give some command and x greater than 1, and then you can give the conditions. So it will be, so once it comes to the end, again it will go and it will process unless this condition is satisfied. If this condition is satisfied, then it will move out of the loop. This is what the basic concept of loop. Okay, so it's a basic programming language. I mean, you might have heard about this loop. So for this loop also you can use in a multiple so loop for existing of a file, loop of existing of a folder, loop of existing of a mail. So all those scenarios you can implement this loop command. Okay, okay, now in manage window control. Okay, so manage window controls command, this is basically for Windows application. Okay, so what they have mentioned is, use this command to capture Windows control properties for buttons, menu, tabs, tables, boxes, perform action and assign the capture properties to variables, also simultaneously record actions that you perform. Okay, so this is all those things, all those actions, all those logic you can mention for Windows application using this window control command. Okay, this is also we can do. Okay, next is message box command. Okay, suppose you want to show some message to the user, or for your reference, if you want to use the message box and message box with some messages, or if you want to put some yes or no in your message box, that also you can create using this message box command. Okay, use this command to insert message box that will display a message when the task runs. Okay, and also you can auto close also. There is one option, you have to select a checkbox, and you can define the seconds, like after how many seconds message box will close. That option also you can use in your automation anywhere. Okay, next is mouse command. So in mouse command also use this command to add mouse clicks to logic, whatever the mouse action. So keyboard action I told you, like how we can use in your keystroke. For mouse also these options are available. Whatever the mouse activities you are doing, same you can implement in your code using this mouse command. Okay, so what it has mentioned is, use this command to add mouse clicks to the logic. Mouse click, whatever the mouse activities, even right click, left click. Okay, so left click, right click, and whatever the double click, single click, all those things you can do it using your mouse command. Okay, and then object cloning command. This is actually most important thing. Okay, this like how if else condition, loop. Okay, if I say if else is the important one, and loop is the very very important one. Okay, and then this one object cloning command, this is also very very important. Okay, the object cloning command enables you to create and play taskbot that technology specific application. Okay, so object cloning is like, I can give you an example. Suppose you have one website. Okay, in a website you have a website, you have a lot of checkboxes, and one submit button is there, okay, for entering the data. For enter, suppose this is user ID, this is password. So for user ID, putting the text, for password putting the text, clicking on submit, all those setup action you can do using object loading command. Okay, everything you can do it in object loading command. So all those things we will discuss in a future session. We will discuss how we can implement, but this is the overview I can say. Like if you want to put some text in your website or in your Windows application or in your notepad or in your Excel or in your Excel, so all those things you can use this object loading command to do some set of action. Okay, clicking on submit option, clicking on any button in your websites, everything you can do it through object loading. This is a very important command. Okay, next is OCR command. OCR is what? Object characteristics recognition. So OCR is like it has mentioned like, use this command to extract text from images or transfer the extracted data to another application. Okay, so if you have one image, okay, and in that image some text are available, you can extract those text from the images, okay, and you can transfer that extracted data to another application also using this OCR command. This is also somewhat important. Okay, then open program file command. Okay, open program file command to automatically launch a program or a open file. Okay, open program file. So suppose you have a .exe file, executable file. Okay, if you want to execute, you can use this one, open program command. Okay, you can .exe file or some extension which you need to execute, you need to use in your code. Those you can for those functionality you can use this command. Pause command. Okay, pause command is like, suppose your bot is running and you want to pause it at some point to see whether all the steps have been executed or not, to monitor something. Okay, so you can use this pause command. PDF integration command. So this is for a PDF. If you want to what it had mentioned is, use the PDF integration command for PDF manipulation task, including extract, merge, split, encrypt, decrypt. Okay, you can extract the data from the PDF, you can merge multiple PDFs, you can split the PDF, and you can encrypt, you can decrypt. So all those commands are available in PDF integration command. And then another is called PGP, pretty good privacy command to automatically encrypt or decrypt file for security. Okay, suppose you want to encrypt the file, okay, so that no one else will able to access the file. Okay, if you have any requirement that this file can be accessible to some person, not everyone, you can encrypt that file, you can make it as a password protected using this PGP command. Okay, play sound command. Use the play sound command to insert play sounds before after running an action. Okay, suppose if you want to know, okay, bot has started, you want to play the sound. When you hear the sound, you will get to know, okay, the bot has started. Or if you want to know like if you want to know like when the bot will stop, you can play the sound over there also, then only you will get to know, okay, bot has stopped. You can play the sound also. Okay, printer setting command is also there. You can print your data to your printer machine. That option is also available. Prompt command. Prompt is like use the prompt command to insert a user prompt that requests input from a user where running an automation task. Okay, suppose if you have a requirement like when the bot will start, user should give some input. okay, during runtime, that also possible using this prompt command. Okay, and then read from CSV or text command. Suppose you have to run one CSV file, that also you have to read the CSV file, or you have to do some setup action like manipulate the data or extract the data. Okay, all those things you can do using CSV. This is also one type important. Use the read CSV text command to automate the process of reading data from CSV and text files and encode the files. Okay, so today's session we will complete this much. Okay, and remaining commands we have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Okay, 16 commands we will cover in our next session. So that is all for today's session. Okay, and please let me know if you have any doubt or anything, because we will have a session where we will discuss how the logic works. All those commands we will execute separately, and we will see how we can implement in our automation anywhere code. Okay, so that is all. Thank you everyone. We'll meet in another session. Okay, thank you.